Going out there, I never really have a game plan. It's just that as soon as the guy steps on the line, I step on the line. The first thing I'm thinking about is just taking 10, 20 shots until I get to his legs. Because in my head, I don't like to believe that people can fend me off. You know, if I'm taking shots, I like to believe that I can always get to the leg. And, you know, that just keeps me pushing for the next shot after that. And eventually, hopefully I get him.
A four-time All-American, two-time national champion from Penn State University, Ed Ruth.
You know, when you're in the practice wrestling with Kale or Casey or Varner, you don't want to be those guys that stand still. You stand still, they'll pick you apart. It's like they're literally taking off pieces of your body, just putting it on the mat, and then you have to wrestle without it. It's crazy. So when you just with all those guys that's in our practice room that I wrestle with, it's just I always want to stay moving. I always want to attack. When guys don't have a chance to react, then you know you're controlling them, controlling the match. And I found that out real early on.
David, could you have scripted this any better to end your Penn State career? You walk off the stage as a national champion and the team won a national championship.
I couldn't think about it any different. Having that opportunity to wrestle for a team championship is something every little kid dreams about. I dreamt about it, and having that become a reality, and to also fulfill a goal of mine to be two-time national champion, to be up there again for a fourth time, it was just. I don't know, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I'm getting the chills just thinking about it. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to go out. The way that when we went out and the way we won this as a team is just, there's a lot of special stories this year. And, it's pretty awesome.
Take us through your match tonight.
Caldwell's a tough guy, and he wants to slow it down. I've wrestled him twice this year, and I knew he really wanted to slow me down on our feet and really clamp up. And I knew that I went out of game plan that I was going to get him moving on our feet, and I got him moving, fell into that shot. I knew when I got that first takedown, I was in the driver's seat, and I just had to stay solid. And he really hustles off the bottom, so I really, on the whistle, had to make sure I was driving forward and getting pressure forward. And I don't wrestle matches like that too often, but he's a very tough opponent, and I felt like I wrestled a good match. I've had some heartbreaks on that stage, and I've also had some pretty special moments, and tonight was one of them.
Yeah, what's that feeling like when the clock ticks to 0, you put your arms up, look to the Penn State fans? What's that feeling like?
Whew, it's a pretty special feeling. Last year I looked at it, and I remember going out of bounds, and there was like 3 seconds left, and I knew I had lost, and it was almost heartbreaking feeling. This time we go out of bounds, there's 4 seconds left, and I knew I was going to win, and it's great. I don't know, it's so hard. I'm not only the one that's lost for words, but it's got a lot of emotions going on right now, and it's really special. I'm really happy.
You touched on it being such a team title, but how special is it that so many guys contributed? All 7 All-Americans won their last match. How special is that?
Absolutely. I mean, there's so much hard work and dedication that goes into being an NCAA All-American, and there's so many. The NCAA championship kind of comes down to not necessarily what team does everything right, but it's the teams that can bounce back from the things that don't necessarily go their way. And we had some great wins in this tournament. We had some heartbreaking losses, and we had some guys that fell a little bit short, but they all finished strong. And that's really, when you're talking about winning team championships, it's the guys that battle back through the backside of the bracket, and that's very difficult to fall back there. And there's guys that are getting upset, and there's guys that are on rolls, and to find a way to battle back and get those All-American rounds, that's a lot of pressure and hard work for those guys to get their hand raised consistently. And so 7 All-Americans, it's pretty awesome. And normally we've been able to have a lot of finalists, and we've been sitting and waiting, and this year was kind of the opposite. We had guys that were battling back and getting us back in the championship, and it gave us a chance. And here's a chance to win the team championship, and we were able to come through. Ed, being a 3-time national champion, is pretty special. I don't know if he understands how great it is to be a 3-time national champion, but I think someone needs to tell him it's pretty spectacular. He's an unbelievable wrestler, and I'm just really happy I was on the same team, and we were able to accomplish some pretty awesome things.
David, congratulations.
Thank you.